Welcome to Winning Combination, the show that's getting rave reviews. But they say as raves go, it's rubbish. I'm Omid Djalili. I'm joined by 9 players, and all hoping that they and their randomly allocated number will be part of today's Winning Combination. 9 players, 9 numbers. I need 4 to make up today's jackpot prize. Who will it be, and will they be a winning combination? See if you can guess which one was in tears when they found out this wasn't Loose Women and I'm not Colleen Nolan. Although what I do on my weekends is up to me.
I'm Dan, a regulatory affairs consultant from Hull.
I'm Lesley, an accountant's assistant from Nantwich.
I'm Gary, a regional business manager from the Wirral.
I'm Lewis, a business development executive from London.
I'm Jade, an estate agent from Hinckley.
I'm T, a customer service supervisor from Morden.
I'm Sam, an administrator from Nottingham.
I'm Dulcie, a learning support mentor from Manchester.
I'm Ian, a archery and mountain bike instructor from Deal.
Let that be a warning to all of you. Don't drink and fill out quiz show applications at the same time. Best of luck to all of you. Let's play. To get a place in today's final, players must win a battle round. I need 5 players for the first battle. To get into that battle, I'm going to ask you a question. 9 possible answers will then start appearing one by one. When you think you can see 2 correct answers, buzz in, but there might be more than 2. So, best of luck, fingers on buzzers. Here we go with your first question. Winners of the Nobel Prize in Literature. You should know my autobiography was recommended by Cat Lovers Weekly. Recommended as cat litter. Here are your answers. Bob Dylan. Prince Charles. Barbara Cartland. Winston Churchill. Katie Price. Ernest Hemingway.
Ian.
Go on, Ian.
Well, I don't know the answer. I'm going to guess Winston Churchill and Ernest Hemingway.
Why not? You buzzed in. You're going Winston Churchill and Ernest Hemingway. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Well, it's up to us to decide, Ian. I love the way you've come...
I thought you were talking to me
you're
there,
buzzing
sorry.
in early, and you're giving the answers away early as well. OK, is that a winning combination? It is! Well done, Ian. That was good. Were there any others? I'm hoping Katie Price.
Oh, Bob Dylan.
Yes, Bob Dylan, famously a couple of years ago. Great to have you, Ian. Remind me what you do.
I'm currently an archery and mountain biking instructor in a local country park.
Oh, my goodness. So do you have time for any other hobbies?
Well, I've sort of retired, but most of the time I've been a triathlete now for some 36 years. I've worked in the Triathlon Association. I've competed Ironman, every distance down to sprint.
That's fantastic. And what would you do with the money if you win?
I'd like to say I'd take my wife somewhere, but honestly, I'm going to get a new bike.
Well done. Well done, Ian.
Thank you.
You are through. We're 1 down, 4 to go. Next question. Fingers on buzzers. Carl Lewis Olympic gold events. He had so much gold round his neck, he won a bronze in weightlifting. But your answers are 100 metres, 200 metres.
Lesley.
Straight away, Lesley, go on.
100 metres and 200 metres.
I think that sounds right. Is that a winning combination, or should we first consult Ian?
I think she's right.
I think she's right, OK. I think she's right. Ian has had his say. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. Well done. You are through. Lesley, welcome to the show. Remind me what you do.
I work for my husband. He's an accountant, and I type the bills and the letters and do the filing.
And tell me something else about you we wouldn't know.
Well, I'm totally addicted to Pokemon Go, and it got so embarrassing one day. I was on Wolverhampton Station. I spotted a gym in the distance, which actually was cordoned off, but I couldn't help myself, so I went over it to do a bit of Pokemon-ing. Before I knew it, I was surrounded by police officers and...
Well, actually, I'm with the police, because if anyone hangs around Wolverhampton Station too long, they deserve to get arrested, to be honest. And what would you do with the money if you get through?
Well, I live on my dad's farm, and the so-called patio outside is where the cows used to come in to be milked, so it needs ripping out and landscaping.
Fantastic. OK, well, great to have you here.
Thank you.
We are 2 down, 3 to go. Everyone back in the game. Fingers on buzzers. Your next question. German words used in English. Your answers are penguin, sandwich, Kindergarten, poltergeist.
Gary.
Go on, Gary.
Kindergarten and poltergeist.
OK, you're going kindergarten and poltergeist. That kind of sounds Teutonic. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. You are good. Are there any other words? No, there's not. OK, so Gary, welcome to the show. Remind us what you do.
I work for a company that sells medical equipment to the NHS.
OK, that's what Gary is to the rest of the world, but in the bald and beardy community, we understand you are General Secretary of a secret society known as the Bald and... I've said too much! We'll cut that bit. And what would you do with the money if you win?
I'd like to send my wife on a nice spa weekend.
Send your wife?
Yes. I can't go. I'd spoil the weekend if I went.
No, you're supposed to say you haven't got enough money for the two of us.
Well, yeah.
Exactly. Well, it's great to have you here. So that's 3 down, 2 to go. Everyone back in the game. Fingers on buzzers. Your next question. Characters in Fawlty Towers. So here are your answers. Remember, at least 2 of these are correct. Here we go. Polly. Trigger. Rigsby. Smithy. Terry.
T.
Go on, T.
Smithy and Rigsby.
OK, we're going to go for Smithy and Rigsby. Is that a winning combination? It's not. Sorry, T, you're frozen out this question. Everyone's back in. We carry on. Next answer. Patsy.
Sam.
Go on, Sam.
Polly and Terry.
Sam is going Polly and Terry. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. Sam, you are through. OK, were there any others? No, there's not. OK, so we are 4 down, 1 to go. Next question. Fingers on buzzers. Animals in Africa's Big 5. Here are your answers. Lion. Tiger.
Dulcie.
I'm going to go for lion and tiger.
You're going straight for lion and tiger. Gotta be. Is that a winning combination? Oh, it's not. Sorry, Dulcie, you're frozen out of this question. Everyone else, you're back in. We carry on. Next answer. Giraffe.
Dan.
Go on, Dan.
Lion and giraffe.
OK, you're going for lion and giraffe. Is that a winning combination? They're not. Oh, Dan, you're frozen out as well. Everyone else is still back in. Next answer. Meerkat. Hyena.
T.
Go on, T.
Lion and hyena.
You're going for lion and hyena. Is that a winning combination? Ooh, you're frozen out. 2 T. OK, everyone else is still in. Just 2 players left. Let's carry on. Next answer. Elephant.
Lewis.
Go on, Lewis.
So I think lion is tricking everyone out. So I'm going to change giraffe as the first answer and elephant as the second one.
Very good logic. So you're going for giraffe and elephant. Is that a winning combination? It's not, even though your logic made sense. So basically, Jade, you are by yourself. We can have the rest of the answers. You can take your time. Here we go. We have leopard, gorilla, and rhino.
I'm going to go lion and elephant.
You're going to go lion and elephant. You're disregarding Lewis's logic.
It's going to be any 2, so we'll go for that too.
Okay. Great. All right, so you're going for lion and elephant. Is that a winning combination? To get you through by the skin of your teeth to the first battle? It is! Well done! You did it! Were there any others here? Yes, rhino and leopard. Well done, Jade. You are through. So there you go. We have our 5 players. It's time to battle. Here's how the battle works. You each start with 4 points. Each time you buzz in with the correct answer, you'll score another point, and you can remove a point from a player of your choice. If you get a question wrong, you'll lose a point. After 2 minutes, the player with the most points will take their place in today's combination. Their number will become one of the numbers in the jackpot. So best of luck to all of you. Fingers on buzzers. Your time starts now. Edward the Caresser was a nickname of which 20th century king?
Jade.
Edward the Conqueror.
Edward VII. Lose a point. What meat is used to make a McDonald's Big Mac burger?
Lesley.
Beef.
Correct.
Gary.
.cl is the internet domain code of what South America?
Ian.
Colombia.
Chile. Lose a point. Lee Mack and David Mitchell are team captains on what game show?
Would I lie to you?
Correct.
Ian.
In the nursery rhyme, Sing a Song of Sixpence, what was the maid doing?
Lesley. Hanging out the clothes.
Correct.
Sam.
The legendary city of El Dorado was said to be made from...
Gold.
Correct.
Gary.
What is the surname of the American models Bella and Gigi?
Sam. Hadid.
Correct.
Lesley.
The character Stephen Dedalus was created by which Irish writer?
Sam. James Joyce.
Correct.
Lesley.
Cricketers from Barbados are eligible to play for what
Lesley.
Test cricket?
West Indies.
Correct.
Sam.
What area of London gives its name to an annual flower show?
Lesley. Chelsea.
Correct.
Sam.
Ariana Grande named her dog Sirius Black after a character.
Ian.
Harry Potter.
Correct.
Lesley.
On a computer keyboard, what punctuation marks appear over the 9 and 0 keys?
Gary.
Brackets.
Correct.
Lesley.
The hero of what George Orwell novel works at the Ministry of Truth?
Ian.
1984.
Correct.
Lesley.
The Nepalese soldiers fighting in the British Army are
Sam.
known by...
Gurkhas.
Correct.
Lesley.
The Broadway musical La Cage aux Folles is set in what country?
Lesley. France.
Correct.
Sam.
St Hill Manor in Sussex is the UK headquarters of what religious movement?
Lesley. The Jehovah's Witnesses.
Scientology, loser point. The Welsh poet Sanders Lewis was a founder of what political party?
Sam. Labour.
Plaid Cymru. Loser point. Someone inexperienced is said to be wet behind the what?
Ian.
Ears.
Correct.
Gary.
What confectionery company was founded by Hans Riegel of Bonn, Germany? Haribo. The Starlight Barking was a sequel to what Dodie Smith novel?
Lesley. White Fang.
101 Dalmatians, loser point. So, in the first minute, it seemed to be a battle between Lesley and Sam. The others, maybe their buzzers weren't working. But in the end, Ian, you just broke through with your number 9, big numbers. So, where are you going to place yourself?
Let me think.
Thousands, hundreds, tens or units?
I think it's got to be the thousands on the end.
Yeah, I feel you're a very strong player as well. I think everyone agrees with that.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck to the rest of you.
Well done, Ian.
Congratulations, Ian. Please take your place in the combination. Time for a quick break. And the question for our competition is, what's Omid Djalili's favourite chocolate bar? Write your answers on a Crunchie and send it to Omid Djalili, care of ITV. So I said to Susanna Reid, I'm as shocked as you are, but that's not the point. Just go and get the bolt cutters and let me out. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Winning Combination. So far, Ian, with his number 9, has made it through to today's final, but he can't do it alone. I need 5 more players for the next battle. So remember, we're looking for 2 correct answers, but there might be more. So here is your next question. Musicals based on Shakespeare plays. Here are your answers. Carousel. Hello, Dolly. Kiss Me, Kate.
Sam.
Ooh.
One I definitely know, Kiss Me Kate, that's based on Taming of the Shrew.
OK.
I'm going to guess at Hello, Dolly.
Kiss Me, Kate and Hello, Dolly. Is that a winning combination? It's not. Bold guess, but you're frozen out this next question. Everyone else, you're back in. Next answer. Oliver.
Sam.
Ooh.
Well, I have no idea, but seeing as you said you were confident about Kiss Me Kate, I'm going to take a gamble. Kiss Me Kate and Oliver.
Look at that, you're inspiring everyone. But is that a winning combination? It's not. You can blame her, all right? So you're frozen out, the 2 of you frozen out. We'll carry on for the rest of you. Your next answer. Sunset Boulevard. West Side Story.
Lewis.
Go on, Lewis.
The Kiss Me Kate, no idea.
OK.
The West Side Story is Romeo and Juliet, I think.
OK. Right, you're going to go for Kiss Me, Kate and West Side Story. Interesting. Is that a winning combination? It is! Well done, Lewis. Were there any others? No, there's not. OK. Great to have you, Lewis. Well done. So remind me what you do.
Yeah, so my current job, I work within beauty and cosmetics. I currently work for a fragrance company at the moment.
OK.
We're the #1 body mist self-select fragrance brand in the UK.
See, why don't we call it by its real name? People call it body mist. I call it armpit fog. I think that's
I'm going to use
word.
that next time in one of my meetings.
I got loads. Also, talc, butt dust. You can have them both.
Right.
And what will you do with the money?
Oh, definitely a holiday.
Definitely a holiday.
5-star, all-inclusive, Caribbean, something like that. Cocktails, bring them to me. Don't need anything else.
Sorry, that was a bit too derisive. Just such a wild fantasy for the amount of money we're going to win. OK, but good. That's great, Lewis. You are through. That's 1 down, 4 to go. You can relax now, Lewis. Everyone else, back on your buzzers. Your next question is... orange-flavoured liqueurs. Here are your answers. Tia Maria. Malibu. Triple Sec. Cointreau. Midori. Curaçao.
Sam.
Go on, Sam.
Cointreau and triple sec.
OK, you're going for Cointreau and Triple Sec. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. You are through. Were there any more? Yes, there were. Curaçao. So, Sam, remind me what you do.
I'm an administrator.
OK, tell us about any hobbies or interests.
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to train a 13-month-old Jack Russell via Zoom meetings.
Train him to do what? To do Zoom
Well,
meetings?
that would be good.
Amazing.
Then I wouldn't have to work and she could do my job.
And what would you do with the money if you win?
I really, really want to go to the Maldives.
OK, let's hope that dream comes true. So, 2 down, 3 to go, or you're all back in, fingers on buzzers. Your next question is... Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, I'm very protective of my chocolate as well, I have to say. Your answers are... Cyclops. Banana Man. Drax. Metallo. Wonder Woman. Star-Lord.
Dan.
Go on, Dan.
Drax and Star-Lord.
OK, you're going for Drax and Star-Lord. You seem quite positive about that. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. You are through as well. Were there any others? No, you buzzed in at just the right time. So, Dan, welcome to the show. Remind me what you do.
I'm a regulatory affairs consultant.
And any hobbies or interests?
I do archery, so I took that up after seeing it in the London Olympics.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
have the green tights on at the minute.
Oh, good for you. And what would you do with the money if you win?
I'd like to take my fiancée to Iceland to see the Northern Lights.
Go to Iceland with the Northern Lights. Wow. OK, well, the money you might win, you might get home and just watch the fridge lights. That's about as close as it'll get for you. But it's great, Dan. You're through. Here we go. 3 down, 2 to go. Fingers on buzzers. Your next question. Breeds of cat. Your answers are... Cornish Rex. Irish Whisker. Scottish Fold. Vietnamese.
Dulcie.
Oh, go on, Dulcie.
I pressed by... I don't think I should have pressed.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go for Scottish Fold. That's the one with the folded ears.
OK.
And Vietnamese.
OK, that sounds... It could be right. Scottish Fold and Vietnamese. Is that a winning combination? It's not. Ah, Dulcie, you're frozen out. Rest of you back in, fingers on buzzers. Next answer. Russian doll.
Lesley.
Don't know anything about cats, so I'm going to also say Scottish Fold and Cornish Rex.
Huge stab in the dark. You're going Scottish Fold and Cornish Rex. Is that a winning combination? It is! Oh, well done, Lesley. You are through as well, so that's 4 down, 1 to go. Fingers on buzzers. Your final question. Women in the Old Testament. And here are your answers. Elizabeth. Josephine. Miriam. Karen. Hera.
Jade.
Go on, Jade.
It's a guess. I'm going to say Josephine and Hera.
OK, this is a guess, but you're going Josephine and Hera. Is that a winning combination? Ah, sorry, Jade, you're frozen out. We carry on. Next answer. Jezebel.
T.
Go on, T.
I'll go for Miriam and Jezebel.
You're going for Miriam and Jezebel. That sounds correct. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done, T. And that's it. You are through. We've done it. We have our 5 players going through to the second battle. But before we do that, let's have a quick conversation with the one person already through to the combination. So, Ian, interesting array of people and numbers. Who do you fancy joining you?
Well, from what's been happening so far, Leslie's very strong at number 2.
Yeah.
We've got Lewis at number 4 on this round and Sam at number 7. I think ideally, to make it easier, I'd like 1, 2 and 3, please.
OK, great. That sounds very strategic. So, the combination have had their say, but who will make it through? Let's find out. It's time to battle. Once again, you'll all start with 4 points. Get an answer right, and you win a point, and you can remove a point from an opponent. The player with the most points after 2 minutes will be the next part of today's combination. Best of luck to all of you. Fingers on buzzers. Your time starts now. Posts on what website are organised into over 2 million different subreddits?
Dan.
Reddit.
Correct.
Lesley.
The hairdressing term perm is a shortened form of
Lesley.
what word?
Permanent.
Correct.
Dan.
An entire season of what TV drama was revealed to have been a dream of...
Dallas.
Correct.
Lewis.
Which cosmonaut said that the Earth's horizon has a beautiful blue halo?
Lesley. Yuri Gagarin.
Correct.
Dan.
In cookery, Madeira, carrot and red velvet are types of...
Cake.
Correct.
Lewis.
A duchess is the wife of a member of
Lesley.
what?
A duke.
Correct.
Tea.
Which Roman had wives called Cornelia, Pompeia and Calpurnia?
Julius Caesar.
Correct.
Lesley.
In 1787, Francis Nisbet married which naval officer on the island of Nevis?
Lesley. Cook.
Nelson, lose a point. Basil Rathbone played which literary
Lesley.
detective?
Sherlock Holmes.
Correct.
Sam.
In tennis, what word means returning the ball before it hits the ground?
Serve.
Volley, lose a point. What animal nickname is given to posting letters because it is slower than email?
Sam.
Pigeon Post.
Snail mail, lose a point. What #1 song by the Kaiser Chiefs is also the name of the
Lewis.
precious...
I predict a riot.
Ruby, lose a point. What's long been advertised as the game that ties you up in knots?
Lewis.
I don't know why I pressed.
Twister, lose a point. Often roasted and salted, macadamias are type
Lewis.
of what?
Nuts.
Correct.
Leslie.
In 1986, Cliff Richard recorded the single Living Doll with the cast
Lesley. The Young Ones.
Correct.
Dan.
Ragnarok is the end of the world and the gods
Dan.
in what?
Norse.
Correct.
Lesley.
When writing, what 2 letters are used to replace the Latin words meaning for example?
Lesley. E.G.
Correct.
Dan.
In Swan Lake, what's the traditional colour of Odil's tutu?
Sam.
Black.
Correct.
Lesley.
The Tea Party political movement began in what country?
Sam.
United States.
Correct.
Lesley.
What BBC drama set in the 1950s and 60s is based on the memoirs of Jennifer Worth?
Sam.
Call the Midwife.
It's correct. And nominate. Wow.
Dan.
Great battle. And just shows none of you are going to be swapping numbers at the end because one was just taking points off each other. And even though Lewis was very honest and he buzzed in and said, I don't know why I buzzed, which is one of the most original answers we've ever had. Sam, you pushed through and you won, and you are taking your number 7 into the combination, but where are you going to place yourself? Hundreds, tens, or units?
It's got to be hundreds, I think.
I think so.
Maximise the return.
You're maximising return. Well done. So, Sam, please take your place in the combination. At the midway point, Sam and Ian have made it through, but there are still 2 places left to fill. We're going to take a quick break now. We'll be back in just 2 minutes, but if I look like Lisa Riley, you've fallen asleep and woken up during Emmerdale. Welcome back to Winning Combination. Before the break, I showed you 2 pictures and asked you to spot the difference. And the answer is, in the second one, the camel was taking me for a ride. So far, we have Sam and Ian already through with their numbers 7 and 9, but we still need 2 more players to complete today's combination. Let's find out who that'll be. So fingers on buzzers. Remember, I'm looking for 2 correct answers. There could be more than 2. So here's your next question. Giants in the BFG. Your answers. Liver licker. Man hugger. Face melter. Bone cruncher.
Gary.
Go on, Gary.
Man hugger and bone cruncher.
We're going for man hugger and bone cruncher. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done, Gary. You are through. Are there any others? No. OK, let's move on. 1 down, 4 to go. Your next question. Martial arts styles. I have a belt in chow mein. It's elastic. But your answers are... Pad Thai, Aikido, Chow mein, there you go, Kamikaze, Ninjutsu.
T.
Go on, T.
Aikido and ninjutsu.
OK, you're going for Aikido and Ninjutsu. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done, T. Were there any others? There weren't. OK, T. Great to have you in the game. Remind me what you do.
I'm a customer service supervisor.
And you're a big fan of quizzes, aren't you?
Yeah, well, like to think I am.
What are your favourite quizzes and...
Oh, boy, the chase. Sorry.
To be honest, mine too. Any hobbies or interests?
Yeah, I'm a big Saturday sports fan. So
Oh, really?
Bit of cricket, bit of football, bit of rugby.
Did you play or watch?
Yeah, I play. I like to watch as well, but mostly play.
Do you play
So
football?
I'm always injured, but I play.
Really? Are you injury prone? Is that a problem?
Yeah, I'm not the very fittest person in the world.
OK.
I know it doesn't look it, but...
I get that all the time. But it's great to have you, T. Nice one. So we are 2 down, 3 to go, fingers on buzzers. You're all back in the game. Your next question. Singers of James Bond theme songs. Here are your answers. Adele. Cher. Lulu.
Lesley.
It's an age thing here. Adele and Lulu.
OK, Adele and Lulu. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. It is an age thing. You're through, Lesley. Well done. We're 3 down, 2 to go. Fingers on buzzers. You're all back in the game. Your next question. Men who appeared on Bank of England banknotes. Here are your answers. Geoffrey Chaucer. Isaac Newton. Rudyard Kipling. Alexander Fleming.
Lewis.
Go on, Lewis.
I'm going to guess, because I don't know, Isaac Newton and Alexander Fleming.
Why not? You've buzzed in Isaac Newton, Alexander Fleming. Is that a winning combination? It's not. Sorry, you are frozen out. Let's continue. Charles Dickens.
Dan.
Go on, Dan.
I'm going to go for a guess. Newton and Dickens.
OK, Dan's guessing. You're going Newton and Dickens. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. Good guess. Very, very good. I wouldn't have known any of those. Well done. Were there any others? No, there's not. OK, so this is it. 4 down. 1 to go between Lewis, Dulcie and Jade. Fingers on buzzers. Your next question. Airlines based in the USA. Your answers. Lufthansa. Delta. Emirates. Garuda. Iberia. United.
Lewis.
So that's definitely Delta and United.
You seem very confident on that, Lewis.
Love the United States.
OK, and you're going Delta and United. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. You are through, Lewis. Were there any others? No. So we have our 5 players through to the next battle. But first, let's have a conversation with the, at the moment, very powerful-looking combination. So, Sam, great array of numbers. Who do you fancy joining you?
Really would like Lesley to come over.
OK.
And then Dan or Gary.
Dan or Gary. What about you, Ian?
Yeah, I totally agree. Lesley is very, very strong, and anybody else from the first 4, I think.
Yes, exactly. So you're thinking very strategically. Well done. The combination have had their say, but who will make it through? Let's find out. It's time to battle. So you know how it works. The player with the most points after 2 minutes will be the next part of today's combination. Best of luck to all of you. Fingers on buzzers. Your time starts now. What 4-letter word describes a lockable metal box used for storing valuables?
Safe.
Correct.
Dan.
Popular at kids' parties, what rubber items can be twisted to look like
Lesley.
animals?
Balloon.
Correct.
Gary.
Which jockey won the 2010 Grand National on his 15th attempt?
Gary.
AP McCoy.
Correct.
Lesley.
Chinese-born Eric Yuan founded what video communication company in 2011?
T.
Nintendo.
Zoom, lose a point. Who played stockbroker Jordan Belfort in the film?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Correct.
Lesley.
Hampstead Heath is rhyming slang for what parts of the body?
Dan.
Teeth.
Correct.
Lesley.
Which chocolate bar was invented by Theodore Tobler and Emil Bauman?
Toblerone.
Correct.
Dan.
Which character created by Oscar Wilde is famous for exclaiming, "A handbag"? Lady Bracknell. The Model 3 is an electric car produced by what Elon Musk?
Pass.
Tesla. Lose a point. Will Ferrell played Lars Eric's song in a film about what famous?
Eurovision Song Contest.
Correct.
Gary.
What is the largest city in the Australian state of Victoria?
Queensland.
Melbourne. Lose a point. What imperial land measure was originally the area a yoke of oxen?
Lesley. Acre.
Correct.
Lewis.
A Belgian bun is usually topped with what piece of fruit?
Lewis.
Raisin.
Cherry. Lose a point. Pamela Anderson played lifeguard CJ.
Baywalk.
Correct.
Lewis.
The Royal British Legion was originally founded to help the survivors of what war?
The First World War.
Correct.
Dan.
What form of the card game bridge shares its name with a type of public sale? Auction. Tracy Neville was the former England...
Netball.
Correct. Nominate.
Lesley.
In astrology, the 12 star signs are collectively known as the signs of the what?
Lesley. Zodiac.
Correct.
Dan.
What large farm animal can be trained to sniff out truffles?
Lesley. Pig.
Correct.
Lewis.
Paul Anka wrote the English lyrics to what Frank Sinatra song?
Pass.
So another Fast and Furious game, and despite being the only female person in the game, Lesley, you triumph with your number 2, which I think will make the combination extremely happy. Lesley, where are you going to place yourself, in the tens or the units?
I think I need to be a unit.
Lesley, today you are a unit. Take your place in the combination. Only one place remains. It's like Spandau Ballet fighting over the last of the hairspray. So, fingers on buzzers. And remember, I'm looking for 2 correct answers, but there might be more up there. Your next question. Village people costumes. Your answers. Cop. Nun. Biker.
Dan.
Ooh.
Cop and biker.
You're going for cop and biker. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. Well done. OK, Dan, you are through, which means 1 down, 4 to go. Fingers on buzzers. Your next question. European rivers. And here are your answers. Loire. Missouri. Rhine.
Lewis.
Loire and Rhine.
OK, that sounds European, doesn't it? Loire and Rhine. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. Lewis, you've powered through. You're in the final battle. 2 down, 3 to go. Fingers on buzzers, your next question. Popular typefaces. Here are your answers. Garamond. Cocoa Melon. Sparkles. Baptismal. Comic Sans. Grounded.
Jade.
Ooh, Jade, go on.
I'm going to guess Baptismal and Comic Sans.
You're going Baptismal and Comic Sans. Is that a winning combination? It's not. Ooh, Jade, you're frozen out, which leaves us with Gary, T, and Dulcie. Next answer. Futura.
Dulcie.
Dulcie, go on.
Comic Sans and Futura.
Comic Sans and Futura. Is that a winning combination? It is. Well done. You are through. Were there any others? Yes, there were. Garamond. So, Dulcie, welcome to the show. Remind me what you do.
I'm a learning support mentor.
Fantastic. And tell us something about your interests or hobbies.
I like to crochet and I also play clarinet and saxophone.
Oh, only the sweetest people in the world do crochet.
Or old people.
Or old people as well. Any other interests or hobbies?
I have 2 dogs called Dolly and Bruno.
How extraordinary. I have 2 dogs called Parton and Mars. Isn't that amazing? And what will you do with the money if you get through?
I'd like maybe get a new clarinet or get my parents another dog.
Oh, that's very sweet. OK, so you are through. 3 down, 2 to go. Fingers on buzzers. Your next question. Actresses who have played Catwoman on film. Your answers. Anne Hathaway. Uma Thurman. Alicia Silverstone.
T.
Go on, T.
Anne Hathaway and Alicia Silverstone.
OK, we're going Anne Hathaway, Alicia Silverstone. Is that a winning combination? It's not. You're frozen out, T. Next answer. Angela Lansbury. Nicole Kidman. Halle Berry.
Gary.
Go on, Gary.
Anne Hathaway and Halle Berry.
You're going Anne Hathaway and Halle Berry. Is that a winning combination? It felt right. Gary, you are through. So all we have left now is one final place up for grabs. It's going to be between Jade and T. Your next question is suits. And here are your answers. Shell. Cat. Boiler.
Jade.
Whoa, she slapped it, Jade. Go on.
Well, I'm going to go boiler suit and shell suit.
OK, you're going for boiler suit and shell suit. Is that a winning combination? It is! You've done it. Was cat suit also one as well? Was that correct? I think it was. Fantastic. You are through. You've stolen the last place. Jade, it's great to have you. Remind me what you do.
I work for an estate agency.
Any hobbies or interests?
Yeah, so in my spare time, I try and go... I like to do outdoorsy things, so anything like axe throwing or anything a bit adventurous.
Axe throwing?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What do you mean axe throwing? What is that, just throwing axes at people?
It's literally as it sounds. You throw an axe at what looks like a giant circular board, and you just got to make sure you don't hit it back at yourself. It's quite fun.
Incredible. OK, but you are through. That's it. We have our 5 players for the next battle, which means T, I'm so sorry to say we have to say goodbye to you. Have you had a good time at least?
That's been very good. Enjoyed it very much.
OK, so join us after the break, where we'll find out who will win the final battle and see if they can be part of a winning combination. Welcome back to Winning Combination. There's just one place left in today's final, but which of these 5 will be taking it? Before we find out, let's have another conversation with the combination. Now, Lesley, interesting array of people. Who do you fancy joining you?
Well, I know this sounds predictable, but it's got to be Dan. We've got an awful lot of questions to get through here.
Yeah, Dan, Gary, Lewis. I mean, they're all pretty strong, but it's got to be Dan.
Yes.
So here we go. It's time for the final battle. So you know how it works. The player with the most points after 2 minutes will be the final part of today's combination. Best of luck to all of you. Fingers on buzzers, your time starts now. The Trommelbach Falls are in what major European mountain range? Alps. The word gymnasium is usually abbreviated to what 3 letters?
Jim.
Correct.
Dan.
The title character of what 2016 Disney film is a young Polynesian girl?
Lewis.
Moana.
Correct.
Dan.
The military leader Hannibal was born on what continent?
Dan.
Africa.
Correct.
Gary.
Played on a grid of 9 squares, what popular game is also known as tick?
Noughts and crosses.
Correct.
Dan.
What food group do dieters often abbreviate to carbs?
Dan.
Carbohydrates.
Correct.
Lewis.
Internet personality KSI has over 20 million subscribers on what video?
YouTube.
Correct.
Lewis.
Which captain commanded the ships Resolution and Adventure in a second voyage of discovery? Captain Cook. The film Eight-Legged Freaks featured giant versions...
Spiders.
Correct.
Gary.
Crimson King apples are used to make what alcoholic drink?
Gary.
Cider.
Correct.
Lewis.
In 2016, Alexander Cheferin became president of what football governing body?
FIFA.
UEFA, lose a point. Hever Castle was the childhood home of which of Henry VIII's wives?
Jade.
Anne Boleyn.
Correct. Nominate.
Oh, Gary.
Jeffrey Archer is a former deputy chairman of what political party?
Gary.
Labour.
Conservative, lose a point. Gloves in a bottle is a cream designed for what body parts?
Dulcie.
Hands.
Correct.
Jade.
Set in Roman times, what 1959 film epic is famous for its chariot race?
Jade.
Troy.
Ben-Hur, lose a point. What famous sporting event's first race in 1903 was made up of 6 stages? Tour de France. Sean Bean played the warrior Boromir in what...
Gary.
Lord of the Rings.
Correct.
Dulcie.
The government department known as HMRC is Her Majesty's...
Revenue.
Customs, lose a point. What is the nickname of the machine that picks up... You were all so desperate to make it into that final piece of the combination, but you seem to wipe each other out, and now it seems to be a tie-break between Dulcie and Gary. OK, so I'm going to ask you a tiebreaker question. Really interesting because we have a number 3 and a number 8. Whoever gets this correct will go through into the combination, into the 10s. So here's your tiebreaker question. How many points do you get for hitting the inner circle of the bullseye in a game of darts?
50.
It's correct! Unlucky Dulcie, but Gary, you are through with your number 3. OK, Gary, congratulations. Please take your place in the combination. Which does mean, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Dan, Lewis, Jade and Dulcie. Have you had a good time, at least?
Brilliant.
Great.
Thank you.
All that remains for me to say is please take your numbers and get out! Lesley, Gary, Sam and Ian, well done on making it through to today's final. In order to win the money, you must answer as many questions as the number you brought through. When you've hit your target, the clock will stop. I'll move on to the next player. You start with 30 seconds, and every correct answer will add 5 seconds. If you can all hit your targets before the clock hits 0, you win an equal share of that £9,732. Fail, and you go home with nothing. It's time to find out if we have a winning combination. Lesley, you have 2 questions to answer correctly. You have 30 seconds on the clock. Best of luck. Your time starts now. Riga is the capital of what Baltic country?
Latvia.
Correct. Bridal Fantasy is a magazine about what ceremonies?
Weddings.
Correct. Well done. Gary, Leslie's left you 30 seconds. You have 3 questions to answer correctly. Best of luck, and your time starts now. Cassius Clay was the original name of which...
Muhammad Ali.
Correct. What flowering plant shares its name with the part of the eye?
Iris.
Correct. Tu is a clothing brand sold by what supermarket chain?
Sainsbury's.
Correct. Well done. Whoa. This is strong. Absolutely brilliant. OK, which gives Sam a fighting chance here. Gary's left you 30 seconds. You have 7 questions to answer correctly. Best of luck to you. And your time starts now. How many wheels does a tricycle have?
3.
Correct. Sandy is the dog of the young title character in what musical?
Pass.
Annie. The Balearic Sea is part of what larger sea?
Mediterranean.
Correct. Businessman Bill Gates was born in what decade?
50s.
Correct. What colour is the skin of a ripe cucumber?
Green.
Correct. Michael Caine played soldier Gonville Bromhead in what film?
Zulu.
Correct. What seaside puppet character used to be known as Joan?
Pass.
Judy. John Lennon Drive is a road in what English city?
Liverpool.
Correct. In what religion does Vishnu have 1,000 different names?
Hindu.
Correct. Oh, she's done it! Oh! Wow. OK, well done, Sam. You flew through that. Absolutely. And you left 21 seconds for Ian. Ian, so you have 9 questions to answer correctly. Best of luck to you. And your time starts now. The 80s film The Running Man was based on a book by who?
Pass.
Stephen King. Prop is a playing position in what
Rugby.
ball sport? Correct. Howard and Raj were regular characters in what US sitcom?
Pass.
Big Bang Theory. Jenny is a short version of what longer girl's name?
Jennifer.
Correct. The phrase femme fatale comes from what language?
French.
Correct. Gordon's Sicilian lemon is a variety of what spirit?
Gin.
Correct. In Masters of the Universe, who was the brother of She-Ra?
He-Man.
Correct. On a payslip, what do the letters NI stand for?
National Insurance.
Correct. The Buddha Hills are close to what European capital city?
Madrid.
Budapest. Which author created the fictional character Heathcliff?
Pass.
Bronte. The largest moon in the solar system orbits what planet?
Mars.
Jupiter. Complete the saying, bad news travels what?
Fast.
Correct. The 82 FIFA World Cup was hosted by what country?
Spain.
Correct. Mark and pass are terms used in what casino game?
Poker.
Roulette. Oh!
Sorry, guys.
That was hard.
That was so close. Absolutely valiant effort. That was incredible. My heart was... I'm shaking, actually. That was really incredibly exciting. Guys, you're an amazing team, really amazing team, but unfortunately, you are not a winning combination. Give yourselves a round of applause. They were absolutely fantastic. Join us next time when 9 players will be hoping to be part of a winning combination. Goodbye!
The family have to use all their charm to try and win round Charlton the Taxman when our new drama, The Larkins, continues Sunday night at 8. Then right after that, with her worst fears confirmed, what next for Angela Black? Our brand new thriller continues at 9 and watch the first episode on ITV Hub. Next this afternoon, though, all new Tipping Point.
Potato.